Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 32 of our world tour at Persiba, of course. And since last episode, just the one game, but we have finally done it. We beat Persiba 1-0. You can see way in with the goal. We defended really well. We have a look at the match stats here actually. And then we got a goal from a set piece, which was nice. Would have liked one from open play, but take what we get. But you can see there, a relatively even game. We shaded possession, they shaded the shots on goal. But yeah, like I said, we defended well and really happy with that result, I've got to say. Now, before we get started, I just want to thank, I've had a lot of new subscribers lately. Now, I understand that IDFM has started to follow me. I think that's Indonesian Football Manager, sort of a group or a club. So thank you so much, guys. It's great to have you on board. And it was Wenli Holm, I think. Apologies if I mispronounced that sort of set that off. So, mate, thank you so much. I really appreciate all the support. Now, one request that I did get is to sign King Easy. Now, it was Atalarik Risky. Again, sorry about the pronunciation if I did mispronounce that. I tried to Google it. King Easy wasn't really on here. Henry Easy, is that who we're looking to sign here? I've started to scout him anyway. He's in India right now, a Nigerian striker it looks like. So we'll scout him. If that's not him, just let me know if you're looking for somebody else. But that's sort of the only person that I could find when I tried to Google it. So I hope that's what we're looking for. We'll scout him and see if we can bring him in or not. But let's have a look at the league table after that result against Persiba. And yeah, we can see here 1 point clear of Bhayangkara, and then of course Persiba right there as well. But though they have played a game extra along with Sriwijaya and Persija. You'll notice I finally got the patch for the name, so the names have changed a little bit to what I assume is the correct sort of official names. So this episode we've got Arema down here, and we can see those who are playing first. They're down there in 8th, and then we're going to play. Who are we playing the second game? Oh, we are playing Bhayangkara, so that's a big top of the table clash, and that explains why we're back for that one, doesn't it? Let's go and see who we've got coming out in this first game here. A few changes to the squad. Setajaya in goal. Rido has to play because Rendika is not really fit right now. Yargalo is suspended, so third choice left back Rido comes in. Chavez, Ahmed, and Dembélina as a back four. Moses, Redian, and Lee Sun Min. Wonderful player he's been for us, hasn't he? Tonando and Satriani, we've got the old band back together down the wings. And Ronaldo Wenmar comes in. Now, he's been complaining about first team football. If we have a look at his attributes here, he is actually, is it going to come up for me? He is actually a decent striker. Very highly rated and even higher potential. So he should do a job. We've brought him off the bench. He hasn't really done a job for us. But he's complaining about first team football. We're going to start him, see if he can get the job done for us. And if not, we have Wayan and Boaz on the bench. Alright, so we can see the way they're playing here. It's quite attacking, actually, isn't it? Really. More attacking than us, anyway. Now, just for the new subscribers, in case you're not aware, I do like to name the Regen Academy products or youth intake players after you guys. So if you do want to have a Persiba player named after you, just let me know in the comments or on Twitter at AussieVillain, and I can definitely look at getting that done for you. Let's have a look here. Do we say go out there, relax? Do we say we've been on a good run? We have been on a good run. So let's go with that. Keep it all calm and get on out there, and hopefully we'll get some goals from Ronaldo. It's certainly a high-pressure name, isn't it, to enter the football pitch as a striker with the name Ronaldo. No pressure there whatsoever. We'll see. He's done okay in the under-23s or under-21s, whatever it is, when we've been playing him there sort of for match fitness. But whenever we brought him off the bench, for us, he has done absolutely nothing. So, yeah, it's a little bit unsure exactly what to do. He's a decent player, so we wouldn't have signed him otherwise. He's looking apprehensive. That's not a good start. It's just what you want. Yeah, we'll give him a half. And see what he can do. He's promised me. He said if I give him some football, he won't let us down. I've got to say, so far, I'm not fully convinced about that. Let's see what this highlight brings, though. Hopefully, we'll win this ball back. Yeah, it's not ideal having to play Rido either, but, you know, he's done okay in the past, to be fair. He hasn't played for a little while, though. It's a decent ball in. Oh, it's a cracking save from Setajaya, but the rebound. Oh, it's not a good start to the game. We haven't really created anything ourselves. Let's give it a demand more. And Arema have always given us a tough game. I'm sure they've beaten us in the last season or two. Just a decent ball in, and was that Chavez? Ahmed, yeah, that wasn't great. I'll be honest, that wasn't great defending. We do have our young kid on the bench here. If it'll come come up. I mean, he's not the greatest, but he's not bad. Ahmed, I like him because he's got good pace, good jumping, which obviously is good. And his positioning is usually good as well. He didn't read that whatsoever. All right, let's see if we can build something here. It's a decent ball for Satriani. Can he get onto that? Looks as though he might be able to. Cross comes in. Ronaldo's in the area, but it's not there for him. Redian! Oh! We've seen him score from there before, haven't we? Is Redian as good as this in real life? I mean, I don't think anybody's as good as this in real life, to be honest. But I'm assuming he doesn't belt them in from the edge of the penalty area on a regular basis. He got like 13 or 14 goals for us last year from midfield. I'm assuming he doesn't do that in real life. But if you do happen to know, let me know in the comments. That was poor, wasn't it? That was poor. Let's get aggressive here. Show a bit of desire. He's looking apprehensive. I mean, if that's how you react to getting the first team football, you just go out there and freeze. You have the ability. We'll go that one. It's got him motivated. The front three again are not playing well. This is why we switched out our formation, was because the wingers particularly weren't playing well. Now, Ronaldo wasn't playing at that point, so we can't really blame him for that. But I'm not that far away, to be honest, from doing a mid-game switch of tactics here. Come on, let's show some passion. We've got to get back into this game. We can't be stuffing around here. I think it's... Yeah. He's gone. We're taking Ronaldo off. He's not ready yet, is he? We'll bring Wayan on. Tonanto's looking nervous, as is Redian. Now, that's not good. If Redian's looking nervous, God help us all. Have faith in Wayan to go out and make the difference. I'm going to give it a demand more here. See if that helps. Tonando's still looking nervous. Alright, we're changing formation. We have Boaz on the bench here. So that's too much for me to be able to turn down. What I'll do, guys, is I'll switch up the tactics here, then I'll come back and we'll go through it all. Okay, so we're making our final two changes. We're bringing a defender on for a winger. Can he best playing? That's fine. And we're bringing Boaz on for the winger. So on the surface, we brought a defender on for a winger, but we know that these guys are going to get forward, and that's going to be fine. So we'll push it up. We need to try and get back into this game a little bit here. We don't need to look for an overlap. We will look to work it into the box, I think, because we have Boaz up there now. And we know Boaz is really, really good at sort of build-up play. His movement's good, so it should be fine. And have we made the changes yet? I don't think we have. No, we haven't. So this is a highlight under the old tactic. Oh, they're going to go make me look a little bit stupid now. Go on, Tonando. You've got a runner outside you there. This is okay, though. Wayan! Oh, decent save. Decent save. Dembélina's there, but no. Alright, come on, boys. Let's get back into this game, please. Oh, Rido's picked up a knock. Well, that's okay, because he won't play again. Because both Rendika and Yagalo should be fit for the next game. Well, Yagalo will be back from suspension in any case. So that's all fine. Ahmed's hacked it forward. Rido's there. He's got a header to the ball. Can he win a second ball here? He can. He's done well there. Can he pick out a man in the box? He can. Boaz to Redian! Oh, he's done it again. 7 goals this season for Fidel Redian. And he is just a monster, isn't he? He's just a goal-scoring machine. Rido's done, credit to him, he's done really well though. He's won that first header. He's won that ball a second time. Into Boaz. Look at that. That's a really good, intelligent pass from Boaz. That's what he can do. He's found Redian in space, in the penalty area, and Redian doesn't miss those. Just doesn't miss them. Come on, let's get creative here, boys. Let's go win this now. Let's go win this. Still 8 minutes to go. We'll keep attacking. A point, given how the game has gone, wouldn't be terrible, because you can see there, they've played quite well. Let's get creative again. This is it. We've got 40 seconds. We could do... Oh, no, we don't. We're over time. This is probably the end. Ball comes in. Boaz is in there. It's intercepted by the defender. And I think we've got a 1-1 draw out of that. Given that we were behind, that's not the worst, is it? In the end, we're probably a little bit unlucky to only get a draw from that. But for a long part of that game, we never looked like scoring. So I think that's okay. We'll say that wasn't good enough. But I think... Overall, I think that was actually not too bad. So Bhayangkara here, they could overtake us at top before the next game when they play their game. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I think that change in tactic, we definitely looked better, didn't we? Rido's just out for a day or two. I think, given it's the first game for our young academy product from the centre-backs there, I think given the way that game panned out, the wingers aren't playing well this year. I think we're going to not get rid of them, but we're going to stick to the 5-3-2, and that's what we'll do. So stay right there, guys. We'll be back for Bhayangkara and the 5-3-2. Alright, welcome back. It is a top of the table clash. Bhayangkara, they didn't actually win their game in hand, so we are still top by 2 points. We're hosting them here. What a way to start the week. It was probably a Tuesday if you're watching Indonesia. But let's have a look at the team we're sending out. And it is essentially the same that we ended the last game with. So Setajaya in goal. Chavez, Ahmed, Rukmana as a defence. Dambolina, Moses, and Yagalo, Yi Sung-min, and Redian with Ronaldo will give him another chance. And Boaz, of course, up top. Now we're expecting them to be very direct. Lots of crosses early crosses into the box. So we have to be a little bit cautious with that in mind. Come on, lads, what you can do to keep our run going. It's a good opportunity to show the punt something right to back you up. If we play our game, we'll win. I don't really like any of these, if I'm honest. Let's go. Come on, show what you can do to keep our run going. We'll keep the calm faith going. I like this. I like this a lot. There we go. Let's get out there and see how we do. Let's see how we do. Now, this is, of course, the last game. There's a transfer window that's going to open. And, of course, contracts are going to expire. It is the last time we'll see Dambolina. He is leaving after this game. We do have a replacement coming in. We'll have a look at him next episode. That frees up an international player for us as well, which I think is important. So we can look to get in somebody of really good quality. Anything else that's happening? Mutaquin is leaving. He hasn't really played this year. Moses coming into the academy has kind of forced him out of the team. But he'd been a relatively good, successful player for us. He's sort of a rotation. He must have, I think he would have played 40, 50 games for us over the 3 seasons. So a little bit sad to see him go. Kayono, of course, he's moving on. We fell out with him, didn't we? He was really good for us the first 2 years. And then just lately, I think we've moved on. We've moved past him. He was really good for a while. And I think just Wayan he's just blowing him out of the water in terms of quality. So Kayono, excuse me, will leave after this one. So will Septiwan, who flirted with the first team, never really settled. There's a good ball in from Dambolina. It's Boaz. Oh, over the bar. Yeah, just never really had enough to force his way into the first team. Sort of was interdimensional in some of our Indonesian Cup runs. Certainly the run to the final. Here's Ronaldo. What can you do here, But Dambolina's the big one. But like I say, I think we can improve. There's Boaz! Oh, Boaz! And sends Dambolina out with an assist. His crossing has been really good. And it hasn't been an easy decision to let him go, I'll be honest. But I just think, in terms of, we can do better defensively, I think. And as I said, I do have somebody coming in that's Indonesian that is quite good as well. And then it does free up that international spot for somebody else. So if you have any thoughts of where we should look to get that international player into, we'll look at King Easy if I have the right guy. That's very close to offside, isn't it? Just on from Boaz. So we'll have a look at him, see if we can get him in. I'm not sure if it's going to be possible just because of he's already at a club with a transfer fee with money we don't really have. That might be tough, but I am thinking, if we can get maybe a wing back in, I don't know. Because I was going to look at a winger, but I'm not sure that. Yeah, we'll see. A winger might be. Let's Lee Sang-min. He's pinched it. Lee Sang-min! Oh, good save. Second time of asking. Lee Sang-min puts it in, though. That was all his own doing, wasn't it? He just pounced on a mistake. Heavy touch from the defender. Keeper made a decent save the first time. He really should have scored the first time. But that's 4 goals for Lee Sang-min. So just quietly, our 2 midfielders have notched up. What's that? Is it 7 for Redian? 4, so what's that? 11, I think? Yeah, just nicked the ball. He should have scored that one, but a little bit unlucky for the goalkeeper. Lucky for us that the ball came straight back to him, and then he couldn't really miss from there, could he? That is 2-0 in the top of the table clash, and that is huge. We just need to keep our heads here. We don't need to go and let them back into this game. Redian's won that down for Ronaldo. I would love him to get a goal. Just get himself underway. Boaz, can he? No, not quite. Yeah, so we'll see how we go with the transfer window. As I said, I do have a couple of people that we've signed at the end of the contract, so we'll look at them next episode once they're sort of formally in the club, and we can have a look at the ball. It's a cracking ball. Oh, unlucky there, unlucky. Sure, Ronaldo's eyes were lighting up there. He thought he had his first goal. Dembélé dinks one into the back post. It's headed away. Lee Sung-min on the volley. No, takes a touch. Oh, he probably... Oh, wait, and no! It is Wanma! Ronaldo gets his first goal for the club. I tell you what, he actually took that quite well, didn't he? Yeah, just kind of ricocheted. I think it was Lee Sun-min's shot, wasn't it? Just ricocheted around, and he's done well. He's curled that into the top corner. I couldn't think of his name. I was going to call him Wanyama, but that, of course, is a Tottenham... I think he's still a Tottenham player, but yeah, just a little bit of luck there. First time, though, that's a quality finish, isn't it? That sort of shows us what he's got. He does know where the back of the net is. That's really, really good. That's 3-0 before half... Well, it's not even halfway into the game, halfway into the first half yet. And we're 3-0 up. So this is stunning. We're sending out shockwaves, aren't we, around the league? Sending out a title warning to our rivals. Dembélé, love to see him get a goal in his last appearance for us. He has been quite good. He's done his job. He's done exactly what we asked him to do. Go out there, just put quality balls in the box. Another ball comes in. Another goal for Red Yan. Oh, it's 4-0. 4-0, everybody. And we're 24 minutes into the game. We are destroying Bhayangkara in a top-of-the-table clash. This is just amazing. Another cracking ball from Lee Sun-min, wasn't it? Yagalo out there. Quality ball. And that's all we need our wing-backs to do. Just get forward, support the attack, put balls in the box. And Red Yan was there. Look at that. We had so many men forward. Doesn't make mistakes. 8 goals so far for Red Yan this season. Absolutely killing it. Speaking of killing, look at that. That's lethal. 5 shots on target, 4 goals. 6 on target, 6 shots in the whole game. Absolutely lethal. Now we need to do a bit of defending here. Let's not give them away back in. Ronaldo scrambled that away. Well done. Doing his defensive duties as well. Yeah, so I mean, this game is as good as one, isn't it? We do have the Indonesian Cup that starts. That's sort of our next game, I believe, is the first round of that first leg. We don't know who our opponents are yet. I'm going to use that. Oh, it's a cracking effort. To kind of give the bench players. So we have players like Septien on the bench, who is insane. He's one of the best players at the club. But with Lee Sun-min playing and Moses coming into the team as well, and he's done really well. That sort of forced Septien out. So we have players like him. We have, as I said, a few new signings. We might even use the 4-2-3-1 in the Indonesian Cup just to try and give wingers some game time. Zamran's the other guy that's leaving. His contract's up as well. We just signed him on a year's deal. He's getting on a bit. He's early to mid 30s. We just wanted him last year as cover for Tornado, and he did exactly what we wanted him to do. He played well. He got some goals. He got some vital goals actually. But yeah, so he leaves the club as well. But yeah, so we're going to use the Indonesian Cup, I think, just to sort of give these guys on the bench some game time. Give the backup goalkeeper, because we have some really good young academy players, let's not forget. So it'll be a good opportunity to give them some game time as well. We can only be ecstatic with that, can't we? Just a passionate, well done. And we'll get them back out there. We do, of course, I should have said on the bench, we have one of our academy young strikers again, one of our academy strikers. Again, this is one of the guys you could have named. Oh no, I don't have him on the bench. I took him off. Oh, that's annoying. I thought I had him on the bench. Never mind. Anyway, we do have another young academy striker. Not quite way-end quality, but not far off it either. So these are all guys, if you want to have them named after you, just let me know and we can definitely do that. Look at these match ratings. This is just wonderful stuff. I'm going to say let's give some bench players here some game time. Red Yan's looking tired, so I mean, we have Septien on the bench, ready-made replacement. Do we give Dembélé a sort of a round of applause off the field? We might look to do that. Moses is looking tired as well. We'll bring Olenga on. He's not a deep line playmaker. Not even in his wildest dreams. So we'll do that. And yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. We might look to give Dembélé a sort of a standing ovation as he leaves the club. And yeah. He deserves that, I think. As I said, he came in, he did what we asked him to do. Need to defend that a little bit better. Again, when Wenmar hacks it clear. Yeah, did exactly what we asked him to do. Big part of the team that, of course, went on to win the Asian Confederation Cup last season. So, in a way, it's sad to see him go, and I'm almost talking myself into just renewing the contract, but I've already signed a replacement, so we can't do that. If I was to keep him, it would just mean that the young academy kid we have on the bench he would never get game time, and we need to look to bring him on because that's the point of having a youth intake, isn't it? Is to make sure that they come through into the first team, especially this sort of level. It's not like we're managing in the Premier League where you can just sell them on and make a bunch of cash. That's a good ball from Septien for Yagalo. Oh, what a finish from the left back. Placed it inside that far post, round the keeper. That's 5-0, and that was a little bit special, wasn't it? Septien, that ball from Septien was absolute quality. That's what we have on the bench, people. That's on the bench. He would play in any other team in the league, I dare say. Look at this pass. That is absolute quality. One touch from Yagalo, second touch back of the net. We are playing some really good football, aren't we? So it's such a shame we couldn't get into that Asian Champions League. The team that knocked us out, by the way, they got knocked out in the group stage, so they didn't go any further. So it does make you think, could we have done any better than them? We need to build up to the Champions League. In a way, let's give Dembélé a round of applause as he leaves the field for the final time as a Persiba player. Well done, son. Now we've got an injury. Unbelievable. Now we're down to 10. It's Boaz too. Hopefully that's not too serious. Potential lower leg injury. I always think broken leg. That's all. My head always just goes straight to broken leg. I hope it's not his hip again. It'll only be a consolation goal for them at this point. Chavez is there though. Medina should be back fit soon as well, so that gives us sort of more quality at the centre of our defence. Look at that for closing down. Three of them are there. Septien nicks it. So that's we'll have another one of our international players back. Because let's not forget, we've been doing this run right now, the last few games of it, with only 3 of our 4 international players as well. So we have some good. As I said at the start of this season, I really want to build Persiba into just like a superpower of Indonesian football. We want to have the best Indonesian players. And we want to almost get to a point where our four foreign players are the best 4 players in the league. That's kind of where we want to get to. Is it going to be possible? I mean, time will tell. We probably need a bigger stadium. It's something we'd have to build towards. I'm tempted. I really am actually enjoying Persiba. I'm tempted to sort of spin it off. So we continue on with the World Tour. Let me know if you think this is a good idea. Continue with the World Tour to another club at some point, possibly this season, possibly the end of the season, ready for next season, and move on the World Tour on, and then just continue Persiba as just as its separate save and just see how far we can take them. Because I'm really, really enjoying managing Persiba. I was a little bit downhearted, wasn't I, after we got knocked out of the Champions League, but I'm really enjoying it again. So let me know what you think in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. If we, as I said, move the World Tour on, but we'll spin this off and have this continue on as its own save, and then we'll have to figure out the schedule. But that's 5-0 top of the table. We'd have to figure out 15 shots on goal, none on target. What were they thinking? We were lethal though. 7 shots on target, 5 goals, and 8 shots in total. Let me know what you think. We have to figure out a schedule for that. How I would do it, whether we do like Arsenal Villa, do like day in, day out. Very pleased with that. The problem with that is because I couldn't do weekends because my wife would kill me if I'm doing so much Football Manager 7 days a week. I do it, don't get me wrong, I love my Football Manager, but I don't think I'd be married for very long. Paul Carmuscle, now 3 weeks now, we have a bit of a break, as I said, coming up here, so that's not too bad. He should be back in time for the next game, injured innocuously. So that's as I said, that could be a lot worse. Let's have a quick look at the league table, and we'll see we are now 5 points clear on top. That was a stunning win, it was a really important win, and are we just beginning to take a bit of a stranglehold on this league? It looks potentially like we are. Still undefeated as well, which is good. Now, if you have enjoyed that, guys, please do hit like. If you're new, make sure you're subscribing. Ring the bell so you can upload new episodes. You can see the next game we have is the Indonesian Cup game. We don't care too much about that at this point. I think Borneo we want to come back for, don't we? And this is, as I said, I've updated the names, so names have changed on me here. Oh, Bali United. So the bastards from Bali and Borneo, that's who we're coming back for tomorrow, guys. That will be absolutely huge. Because they're both struggling a little bit in the league, although Bali's coming back a little bit now. But they were big title rivals of ours last year, so that is going to be huge tomorrow. So make sure you come back for that. But until then, I've been Aussie, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.